This was pretty much like a 45-minute sketch that I was doing during one of the presentations. What really differentiates ArtRage from other programs is that, unlike Photoshop, which is made for retouching photography and doing things that are more almost airbrush oriented, what ArtRage does is you can get really thick strokes and paint strokes. The program's very robust. I mean, you have your oil paint, you have your watercolor, you have a palette knife that you can actually manipulate things, you have an airbrush tool, you have a mechanical pencil, you have a tube of paint that you can actually put an entire tube of paint down there if you want to use that, and then you can actually come into it and carve into it with the palette knife with all these different features. So it actually mimics real painting. I'm a traditional oil painter, so this is more appealing to me because I can actually get it to look like juicy paint that I would from in my studio, right? So we can build really, really thick paint strokes here. And it also merges the colors together. We have an Insta-Dry feature that you can just turn off, and then it basically will merge whatever I paint on top of. It will actually blend within the painting on the canvas. So this is so much like real painting to me. So this is the Sensu brush, and it basically is really responsive to the strokes as I mess up my drawing, right? But then we also have the Duo, which is actually pressure sensitive, and you can actually see the tilt of the actual pen that kind of follows around the, I think you can do it here too. See the tilt as it comes with your hand, as it follows it? Because I'm a painter, I like brushes. The pen is only this big, right? And so you don't get a lot of distance from your stroke. As being a traditional painter, I want that distance and that sensitivity. Also with pressure sensitivity, within painting and drawing, you want that distance from the tip so that you can actually just shade an area lightly, which is great. Within painting, I want something that's very fluid. With a pen, it kind of drags slightly because you're kind of like rubbing something and pushing something against it. With the brush tip, you're just kind of moving it around. So again, everything's mimicking this process that I'm used to of traditional oil painting.